Jacobe Lane has become the Baltimore Ravens' standout wide receiver, the new rookie darling that every Ravens fan and even the national media is starting to cling to. Now, part of that is because of his pre-draft process that he did with former Ravens legend TJ Houshmandzadeh. Let's talk about it. I totally botched that intro timing. Sorry about that. But what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTP Ravens Media. Bring the Ravens content every single day. If you want to see that daily Ravens content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell as well if you want to get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Now, in this video today, I'm going to be talking about Jacobe Lane's pre-draft process and why I think it's actually so impactful for the player that he ended up becoming, because obviously, we're all huge fans of his game, but I really like this video of TJ Houshmandzadeh. I got it from, I hate to give credit where credit is due, but I got it from @Cincinnati Pod, and they said they got it from Nick in the Cut. This is a tweet from August 24th, but this is a much older video. I could not find the original source, but this is where I got it from, and I'll show it to you guys right now, and then we'll talk about it right after. But here we go.
With Jacobe, first week of January, they want you working 2 days a week. That's it. I said, Jacobe, we doing our own because your name is my name. Technically, you training with me, we gonna go every day because I got to change habits. So quicker. Drop.
Only want you to do 2 days normally with the combine.
They want you to do just 2 days because they want to really focus on the speed aspect of it, and they don't want to overkill it, with the position work. But I know what I'm doing, and so if you have a heavy speed day, we're going to go lighter on the footwork, but we need to do footwork every day because I need to change habits. We compromised. We didn't go 5 days a week. We went 4 days a week.
All right, so obviously, that's TJ Houshmandzadeh talking about Jacobe Lane. If you don't know TJ Houshmandzadeh, if you're a newer NFL fan or you don't remember TJ Houshmandzadeh, he's mostly known for his play with the Bengals, but he did play one season with the Baltimore Ravens. He played 8 years with the Bengals. He ended up leading the league in receptions in 2007 and was a 6'2", bigger-bodied wide receiver. When he played for the Ravens, he put up almost 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, but obviously his prime years were with the Bengals. Now, TJ Houshmandzadeh is a successful NFL player. All right. He knows what he is doing. He says that in the video. He says, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing things different. And he recognized that Jacobe Lane's biggest attribute, right? It's not going to be his combine test results. Now, Jacobe Lane is a very good athlete. I'm not trying to say he couldn't dominate in the combine, but he wanted to focus on the things that he's trying to make Jacobe Lane better for, because honestly, Jacobe Lane was going to get drafted as long as his health and his doctor evaluations went well, because he suffered a foot injury last year, which obviously they did. The Ravens took him in the 3rd round, but he's basically had the recognition to say, the wherewithal to say, hey, Jacobe Lane, you're going to get drafted. So why not, rather than us just focusing on trying to make you as fast as possible so that you can crush the 40 and maybe improve your draft slot by maybe a round, you get into the 2nd round or whatever, let's just make you a better football player. Let's just do the time that these other rookies are focusing on trying to improve draft stock by becoming faster or, losing weight so they can jump a little bit higher in the combine, or, putting on a little bit more muscle so they can bench press a little bit more, which they'll end up losing that weight and they can't. The combine is inflated numbers because guys aren't the same weight that they run at the combine. They're just trying to showcase how the top level speed or the top level strength they can get. Rather than Jacobe Lane just focusing on that, he said, yo, let's just focus on footwork. Let's focus on you just getting better as a wide receiver so that when you're drafted, because you're going to be drafted, you're going to come in and be more prepared than those other guys day one. And that's exactly what they did. Rather than working out twice a week, working on speed training, they're working out 4 times a week. They're working on footwork. They're working on agility. And those things are showing up with Jacobe Lane, because I was happy with the Jacobe Lane draft selection when we made him. Right? I was like, oh, nice. This is a bigger body wide receiver. They can go up and get jump balls. Obviously, he wasn't super productive in college, but hey, this guy has immense potential. Let's see what he can do. And then he comes in to, Ravens rookie camp and then training camp. And it was like, yo, this is not the same dude that we saw in college at USC. This is not the same guy that was getting overshadowed by Mekhi Lemon. This guy's different. Right? And that comes from him working with an NFL great football player that basically said, hey, screw the combine. Let's just make you better. And he absolutely got better, focused on the footwork, focused on the agility, focused on the hands. And now you look at him in, the first preseason game against the Eagles, and it's like, okay, he's just catching these slants. We saw him against the Minnesota Vikings. He completely cooked a guy on a deep route. Now, Tyler Huntley has the issue of he doesn't ever want to throw the football, so he didn't give Jacobe Lane a chance, but he got open on a deep ball, wasn't targeted. But these are the things that it's going to separate him, not just because he worked out and it's going to help him in his rookie year, but that type of energy, that type of motivation, that's going to help him out for his entire career. And that's why Ravens fans are so excited about Jacobe Lane, because he's not just a flash in the pan. It feels like this is a guy that's here to stay and a guy that's here to get better every single day. Now, I'm not trying to say that, Jacobe Lane is so much better than all the other Ravens wide receivers. That's not what this video is about. It's not trying to say that the other Ravens receivers aren't putting in the work. I'm just trying to highlight the work that Jacobe Lane is putting in, because we're seeing it, we're recognizing it, and I want everybody to know that it is a mentality that started way before he was drafted. This is a mentality that TJ Houshmandzadeh helped him with. And obviously Dennis Pitta has talked about his work ethic and things like that. Like, it's been around. This isn't just all TJ Houshmandzadeh. Jacobe Lane worked with him. He put in that mentality, had that effort, had that drive, and it's showing off. And I think it could lead to a Jacobe Lane, wide receiver 2 season for the Baltimore Ravens, and potentially a lot of touchdowns and big third down conversions, which honestly, if you think about it, kind of third down conversions over the middle of the field, it was kind of TJ Houshmandzadeh. I mean, TJ Houshmandzadeh, multiple-time 1,000-yard receiver, had over 100 targets like 5 or 6 times in his career. I could see Jacobe Lane becoming kind of a Lamar Jackson go-to guy, because he doesn't have to have that separation. And we've seen he can actually get separation. So being able to catch when not separating, that's a benefit. My thumb looks tiny in this. I'm never showing my thumbs on camera again. That was ridiculous. This is a bad angle for my thumbs. But he can also make plays and get separation. Let me know in the comment section down below your guys' thoughts, your opinions on Jacobe Lane. Have you seen this video before? It's kind of making the rounds right now, but I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was really cool. And my buddy Ricky, he texted me and he was like, dude, how come I'm seeing Ravens stuff and it's not from you? I was like, I got to get on it. I hadn't seen it yet. So making the video today, shout out Ricky. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more Daily Ravens content. I'll also be posting another fantasy or college football video or something like that today. The NFL just released their new uniforms as well. Thank you so much. Subscribe for more. I'll see all of you again tomorrow.